Alright. So it looks like this uses teleportation circles. And I am going to just straight up assume we're in for a bad time here. I was very much right in my assumption. Yeah, Zatu being weak to dark-type attacks is a problem. That bayonet just instantly nukes us. Yeah, that bayonet nukes us no matter what we do. And holy shit, that bayonet just tanks everything. I was unaware that bayonet was not weak to ghost-type attacks in this. Yep, okay. And once again, I am proven fairly quickly that, one, we do in fact actually need to go back and power grind. But I'm gonna see how far I can get before I have to go and do that. Like, here's the thing, is I don't want to power grind unless I have to. Oh, it's a freaking Hypno. And grinding off wild Pokemon is kind of pointless at this point. And I will say, like, the biggest issue I have with this area is it's, like, entirely a, like, very confusing to navigate. And I'm gonna need to... I'm really gonna need to get Tyranitar up and running. Because I need a Dark type to deal with these Aether types. Alright, just out of curiosity, what's to the left? Yeah, I could care less about you guys. I just want to find where the easy healing is and the teleport is. Alright, I have no clue what that Xatu is. I mean, that Mantine is. Let me look this up here. Now, if my mouse could actually mouse. Alright, it'd be under Johto Pokemon. Control F, Mantine. Okay, so Mantine is a water aether type. And Zatu's just gonna straight up die. Alright, Thunder Punch, and then Shadow Ball. Yeah, okay. So apparently it was a good thing we didn't run into that FOE, because that was apparently a, either an Alakazam or a, or a Gardevoir. And it looks like all of the encounters here are things that I'm not really interested in, like, looking for. Like, I'm not really interested in things we've already captured. Admittedly, there is, like, one section where it's just, like, Mr. Mime, Gardevoir, Jinx, Electrode. Oh, okay, so there's apparently a whole bunch of, like, weird encounter spots in here that are highly specific. Like, this is BF1 or BF2. Yeah, this is BF2. So on BF2, you have, like, an encounter pool with things we don't really need. Okay, so there's teleportation gates, yes. But also stairs. Alright, we dealt with Ranma, and now we need to deal with, whoever that guy is supposed to be. Oh, it's a good thing I used Psychic and Zen Headbutt on the Galliard. Oh, that thing set up Swords Dance. Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, Metagross and Fluttermane are gonna hard carry here. Alright, so this looks to be like some sort of maze. I am not a fan of this. Alright, that seems to open up a lever to somewhere. Lore. Alright, what type is Blossom? Oh, Psychic Grass. Okay. Psychic Grass Blossom is an interesting choice. But Metagross is carrying right now. Oh god, what is that, Blissey? What type is that? Is that a normal Aether type? Okay. Yeah. That Blissey having a hammer is absolutely terrifying. Yeah, we're gonna have to wear this Blissey down. Yeah, my lack of dark type is actually a problem here. Yeah, we do nothing there. That's why this is why we have Meganium with both Leech Seed and Toxic. It is legitimately the only way to out a wall like that. Alright, this gets us to the 3rd floor. And the 3rd floor apparently has a thing where if we drop down, it's a problem. Okay, so we need to make it over to the lever. Somehow. And I'm going to assume that I somehow have to figure out how to get places. By going through a series of drop-downs. Like, I've seen this kind of thing before, and oh, hey! So, we activate the geomagnetic pull. So, in the interest of, like, moving on, we are going to make an executive decision. Oh, nope, that is the lottery room. We're basically gonna have to, do some quick training of some Pokemon here. So, for the interest of saving time, I'm going to demonstrate here on stream how exactly you power train certain Pokemon. Because as it stands, we don't have access to, like, a Bagon or anything. But what we do have access to is Dragonair, Pupitar, and these guys. And for the sake of, like, powering through this here, we're gonna go ahead and give a lucky egg to Pupitar. So we're running into more and more Aether types, as well as Ghost types. And this is where this is gonna be a problem. We need a ridiculously strong Dark type. And there is no better Dark type than Tyranitar. And now we're dealing with level 55 Pokemon. So this is where Thing 1 and Thing 2 are really going to have to pull their weight. With Heat Wave. Heat Wave spam is how we're going to power grind this. And there's a reason we're using Pidgeot for this. Both of these Pidgeots have no guard. So we can guarantee we hit every one of these attacks. And we're guaranteed to win. And at the same time, this is also training Thing 1 and Thing 2. Yeah, getting 3 pseudo-legendaries up and running is gonna be the goal here. Like, I am interested in, like, finding out where we can get Bagon. Oh, Bagon is, like, exclusively in the 3rd stratum. Like, in a, like, hidden location, apparently. Okay, it's like a 6% encounter. Interesting. Yeah, this is also how we're gonna make money for EV training. This is legitimately the best way to make money. And I think there may be a way to, So, options. We're gonna switch the battle scene on. And we're gonna work on speeding this up. Like tools. Alright, so the idea here is we basically speed through this here. And this will basically save us a bunch of time. Problem is I'm going to have to, mute this while this is going on. So this will speed up a whole heck of a lot of our time. And basically speed this up here. Yeah, this is what we're going to end up doing to save time. Yeah, I wish I had thought of doing this earlier. Yeah, this saves about 20 minutes. Alright, we got ourselves Tyranitar. Very nice. So we do this, and we'll be able to speed through this here. Meteor Mash. Yeah, let's go with Meteor Mash. Like, this is... Now that I've realized I can do this here, and lock the lock-on... I mean, lock on the fast forward, this is gonna save us so much time. And I know Thing 1 and Thing 2 are quite happy about this. Because they're getting to level 55. So I just do this, and we will power grind some Pokemon up to level 60, and then we will move on with the story. Because I have no intention of, like, spending more than, like, 20 minutes getting Pokemon up to level 60 to move on to the next area. Alright, we will get rid of Dragon Rush here. And... Alright, so now we got Dragonite online. Yes, learn... Actually, no, we do not want to learn Hurricane. Alright, Tyranitar is almost at level 60, which will be great. The Lucky Egg is really putting in work. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Thrash. Alright, so, Shift Tab. Okay, so I can just press Shift Tab, and it will allow me to, switch these out here. So, we're gonna bring along Tyranitar. I hate to say it, but Starmie, you're gonna have to be retired. So, my problem with Starmie is I have Metagross. And that's where we have an issue. In reality, I just need a water type that doesn't instantly die. Because Gyarados just, like, instantly dies to everything. Like, Magmar would actually be a goated, water type. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, a Prism Scale or anything. Like, where can we get a Prism Scale for, like, Milotic? That's what I want to know. Let me see if I can find, like, Prism. No, Prism. Where can we find Prism scale? Aqua Resort. Okay, so we're basically, we're gonna have to go, like, get to the point where I can buy evolution items. So I guess for the time being, Gyarados would be an option. Yeah, okay, Gyarados can be an option. For now. Because right now we're basically using a pure power strategy.